So there was a time when HTC dominated the smartphones world with an exciting series of devices having good software and a solid hardware. It's no secret that this particular company marked sales figures, but somehow these firms failed to acknowledge that there exist negative numbers as well. So if you are compromising with changes, you are compromising with business. A similar kind of fall was shown by HTC and they disappeared from the mobile market. You see, the firm hasn't launched a single phone in the past 12 months and no one actually cares because they're not accepting the truth. But there's a report on internet that I found today and it's related to the same brand we are talking about. According to a leaker with a solid track record when it comes to HTC smartphones, believe that the company's production line is carrying the HTC Desire 20 Pro in it. The information that he shared is more or less of design and form factor, which says the handset sits somewhere between OnePlus 8 and Xiaomi Mi 10. Translating it into a specific manner, the front of this phone follows 8 Pro design with a punch hole cutout at the top left corner and maybe a very little chances for the curves to make it look premium. But I simply don't want it to happen because curved display will affect pricing, making the phone expensive. The back of this phone, however, borrows the design equation from Xiaomi Mi 10, which looks like this, and Xiaomi has implemented a quad camera setup, so I believe HTC is working on at least a triple camera setup. Also, the back of Mi 10 kind of melts down into the sides, so let's see if HTC maintains it to give Desire 20 Pro a proper look. Further, the leaker also mentions the presence of a 3.5mm headphone jack, so that's a plus point considering every other brand is planning to ditch it on their phone. Now, you might have forgotten this, but Desire series was always a mid-range lineup from HTC, so this phone will obviously be a 2020 mid-range phone which will compete between a pricing range of $200 to $250 or 12,000 to 17,000 rupees. That also means HTC will most probably use a Snapdragon 6 series chipset, and we have the Geekbench confirming that for us. It's a Snapdragon 665, which is an year-old processor, so they are still trying to gather resources. I don't think they'll give up the premium tag, as we know their strategy of competing with companies like Samsung or sometimes Huawei, so I'll not find it surprising if the pricing goes above it, but I needed the latest Snapdragon 6 series chipset with good configuration in every aspect, and more importantly, there should be capable and clean software to improve the overall experience. It's a very crucial phone launch for the company as they are basically bankrupt, and to make a comeback, it's extremely important for them to consider market demand and set everything accordingly. Let's see how it pans out, and let's also wait for the cheaper Desire 20 with new stuff to bring. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.